Welcome everybody to the New Fly Fisher. I'm your host, Colin McEwen. In today's show, we're going to be talking about approaching a new lake, how to do it. I'm here with Brian Chan, one of the experts of Stillwater fly fishing, and he's going to help me logically break down the process you should take when you approach any new lake. We're going to be talking about structure, we're going to be talking about food forage, water temperature, where fish are on the water column, and that we're going to really try and help you find that 10% of any lake where all the fish are. It's going to be a great show. I know you're going to enjoy this. Stay with us. It is cool this early October morning as we launch the boat in preparation for a day of Stillwater fly fishing. Today we're fly fishing approximately 1 hour away from Kamloops, which is in the interior of British Columbia. This region has become quite popular with fly fishers because of the abundance of lakes with easy access and lots of trout. Taking me out today is Brian Chan, who is a noted author and esteemed biologist. Brian has an excellent understanding of how a lake operates and what equipment and patterns you need to use to maximize your effectiveness on the water. We initially went along the lake edge, checking structure and looking for an ideal location to begin searching for fish. Brian explained a little bit about why we've anchored in this location, the rigging choices we have made, and also discussed why we've decided on certain patterns based on this time of the year.
We've chosen to start out fishing with floating lines and strike indicators, and we're suspending our flies down between 9 and 11 feet in depth, so we're fairly close to the bottom. It's always good to try fishing your patterns closer to the bottom than higher in the water column to start off with, simply because most of those insects and invertebrates are hugging the bottom in that vegetation looking for protection from the fish that we're trying to catch. And then we can move higher in the water column if fishing down deeper doesn't produce. The patterns we're going to starting out fishing today are mainly going to be leech patterns, either maroon ones, dark olive ones, or even a very light yellowy green in color. We're also going to be fishing some chironomid larvae or bloodworm patterns, both red or maroon, and some red and green ones as well. And then we may later on try some chironomid pupa. Even though it's late in the fall, the trout will still eat chironomid pupa because it's eaten so many of them during the earlier spring and summer months, so may try a selection of bead-headed chironomid pupa as well. The key to approaching a new lake is to understand where the food sources that those trout are going to be feeding on are actually living. And in productive still waters, by far the majority of those food sources are living on the littoral zone or the shoal area of the lake. And in simple terms, that means as Stillwater fly fishers, we're going to be doing a lot of our fishing in water that's 20 feet deep or less, simply because at that depth and less is where photosynthesis will penetrate to the bottom of the lake and allow plant growth to establish itself and provide the habitat for those food sources. I think it's just a little, it's not a big one, I don't think, but we got one.
So what was the pattern you're using for this?
Just a maroon mohair leech. And we're just wind drifting, oh, it's nice wind drifting along the bottom. Oh, it fell off. We were just wind drifting along. I had it suspended at about 9 feet down below the indicator. It's probably about 10, 11 feet where we're fishing, and we're using the wind to just drift it along the bottom, and very seductive looking fly when you get that nice breeze to push it along.
As is often the case with stillwater fishing, you have to do a little prospecting and searching to find the fish. We moved several times, and then we began to key in on the fish.
Oh, nice fish. Ooh, yeah. and we're anchored right parallel to the weed line. Your bow of the boat is just on the edge of the weeds. We've got this nice breeze drifting in.
Oh, nice jump.
Nice fish.
No, I think it's important that one of the other aspects about this, Brian, that we were talking about is that we're near the drop-off too. I mean, it goes from 10 feet quickly down to almost 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's a very short shoal with a nice weed line in 10 feet of water, and then that, like you said, that nice short shoal. This is a good fish.
Oh boy, he's strong, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, no, they are. I think he's getting ready. Oh. Ah, got him. We got him going.
Good job, Brian.
Hook's out. So here we go. A nice Kamloops rainbow. Right there. Pretty fish, eh?
It is, isn't it? Beautiful colors.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa!
Second cast,
Wow.
second fish.
Oh, look, this one's got lots of energy.
Oh, hot. Mike. Oh. Just a silver bullet. Oh.
Those are pretty spectacular jumps he did. That
Oh,
one must
yeah.
have gone 4 feet in the air.
Yeah. Hook fell out. Oh. There you go. Come here. Get him. There we go.
Beautiful. Again, can you show that pattern, what you're using there, Brian?
Pardon me?
Can you show the pattern you're using?
You betcha. It's a little maroon mohair, or pardon me, maroon marabou body, marabou tail. A couple strands of crystal flash red in the tail, and a little gold bead.
Brian, one of the critical things that you and I have talked about that anglers need to understand is they need to break down what the rhythm of their lake is that they want to approach, no matter what region of North America. So whatever type of insect's going to be hatching or is going to be moving around at a certain time of year, like we're fishing in the fall here, obviously that's going to have an impact. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think this is something really critical.
It is critical, Colin. When you think about it, right across North America, that's a huge landscape, different climatic conditions from the East Coast to the Midwestern states to the West Coast. And certainly we have to always remember that, in particular with insects, aquatic insects, their whole life cycle is keyed on water temperature, when they emerge, when they're in the larval stage, and when they're going to hatch. And so it's going to be different when a midge pupa is emerging into adult in the eastern part of the North America versus the western states. And so we have to use resources that are available to us, like insect identification and entomology textbooks, other resources such as local fly shops that are going to have up-to-date information. And like for instance today, we're fishing late in the fall on the western North America. All our insect hatches are basically done for the season, so we're fishing with bread and butter food sources such as shrimp, leeches, chironomid larvae, water boatmen, back swimmers, and juvenile damselfly nymphs. Those are the key sources of food that are around this time of the year. Most important time to be fishing damselfly nymphs is during the migration swim of the fully mature damselfly nymph as it swims towards long stem bulrush or cattails to crawl up out of water to emerge as the adult. And that usually occurs in late spring to early summer period. It's a real visible hatch or emergence because you actually see a damselfly nymph swimming in the top 2 or 3 feet of the water as they head towards some vegetation to climb out on. And obviously you'll see the emerging adults sitting on the stems of the plants as well. There's lots of good damselfly imitations out there to use. Many of them incorporate marabou as a tail and also as a body, which when wet, marabou is very soft and subtle and it breathes in the water, and it can be making a very good damselfly imitation. Leeches are one of those food sources that are available 365 days of the year. They have a hermaphroditic life cycle, meaning one individual has both male and female reproductive organs. And so they live very long, for very long times in lakes. They come in a wide variety of colors, all shades of green, brown, black, maroon, and then mottled combinations of green and brown, maroon and green, maroon and black, colors like that. There are certain times of the year when leeches are a more preferred food source, and that's usually mid to late summer, particularly in the evening hours or at night, when the shallow shoal areas of the lake become quite warm and the trout won't go into them during the daylight hours because there's not enough oxygen. But at night, they'll move in and they'll be looking for big food items like leeches. Chironomids or midges are another very, very important stillwater food source for trout. There's literally thousands of species of chironomids living in still waters throughout North America. And because there's so many species, that means there's so many different colors and sizes of the larva, pupa, and the adult. They hatch most intensely during the spring to midsummer months, but in some lakes, depending on where you are in North America, they'll be literally hatching from almost when the ice comes off the lake to the day the ice returns to the lake. They can be as small as a size 28 in a lake and as large as a size 6. Scuds are actually members of the crustacean family. They're amphipods. They have a chitinous exoskeleton, and that chitinous exoskeleton only forms in lakes where there's rich or high levels of calcium in the water. So you need a lot of calcium in the water. So that's why you see scuds in spring creeks, in productive tailwaters, and in productive still waters. There's a lot of calcium in the water. Scuds are probably, in at least western still waters, the most important food source of trout. Probably makes up 75 to 80% of their diet, simply because there's so many of them in a lake. And if you think about a lake having extensive shoal or littoral zone with lots of vegetation, excellent habitat for shrimp, good calcium levels, good pH levels, you're going to have a preponderance of freshwater shrimp in the lake. Oh yeah.
This one.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
a
yeah.
big fish. Look at him go.
Love those jubs. Oh,
He
yeah.
ever jumped.
Great. Well, nice fish. Oh, he's just hooked on the snout. Just. I don't think he's quite ready, but oh, he isn't. That's one thing, when you get that cool weather in the fall, these fish really perk up.
They've had a long summer of eating well, and now they got the cold water, so it really gives them a lot, eh?
They're waking up. There you go. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful fish.
Well, that took you all of another 3 minutes, Brian, to catch another fish.
Yeah. They're in here. They're in here, Colin. Another nice fish, too. Oh, he's going.
Now, you've got 5X tippet on there?
Yes, 5X. And I'm suspended about 7 feet below the indicator, and probably fishing in 11 feet of water. Got one. There's a fish.
That one on two. Oh, double header.
Double.
Whoa, look at this guy go. Mine isn't that big compared to yours. You've got a much bigger one.
I'll get this guy in.
Yeah, you get yours in.
What's really interesting on these fish is the last couple fish we caught had virtually no spotting on them. And this one here is heavily spotted. At least on this bad. See that nice spotting on the back? Beautiful fish. Oh, geez.
Okay, Brian, I'll bring this guy in. He's about ready. You can see the strike indicator just coming up. Okay, there we go.
That's a nice fish, Colin, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite ready to give up yet. I had mine a little bit deeper. I think mine was around 8 feet.
Yours looked like 8, yeah. And you're right on the edge of the weed line.
Yeah. Now it's interesting because we've been talking a little bit about sight fishing, you know, how you can sometimes use that to help you find the fish when you're on a new lake. But in this case, we have literally seen no activity compared to some of the other places.
That's
where we
right.
fished. This is, again, the analysis of where the fish should be and why they should be here, and it's worked. This is what, fish number 5 here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all in the space of about, what, 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think this guy's ready to come out. Bring his head up. Oh, great.
Nice fish, Colin.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Take him out, please. Do the honors.
Gladly do. This is a well-conditioned fish, this one. Come here. Look at the belly. He's been eating. Beautiful fish.
The great fly fishing in the Kamloops region is a direct result of an aggressive and well-coordinated stocking program in the 200-plus lakes in this region. I had the opportunity to talk with Don Peterson, who is the president of the newly formed Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, about how this program works to benefit anglers.
The Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC is a non-profit society that's been recently established to act as a fisheries service provider to the province of British Columbia and other partners. We provide a range of services. The largest area is fish culture or hatchery operations, but we also provide a number of conservation services such as fish health services, fisheries engineering services, and biological support services. In addition to that, we've taken on a role of marketing and promoting freshwater sports fishing in British Columbia. We operate 5 major hatcheries around the province and about 10 satellite stations that support those hatcheries. We have about 50 regular staff at the hatcheries and in our headquarters office, as well as about 20 seasonal staff. We stock about 1,000 lakes and streams each year with roughly 9 million fish. The fish are made up of about 50 different stocks and represent about 5 or 7 different species. Mostly trout, but include rainbow trout, landlocked salmon or kokanee, sturgeon, and brook char.
Brian, I was just getting my sandwich out, and there you go, and you catch another fish.
Yeah, this guy, oh yeah, it's got a bit of weight to it, I think.
Now, what is this, like fish 8 or 9 for us now?
Yeah.
In the last 30, 40 minutes? Hasn't been that long. We had a little bit of a break there.
Certainly found a school of fish. I think this is a good one.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a good testament to having good tackle. Making sure your drag system's up to the challenge.
Yeah.
The net, get it wet here. We haven't even seen this fish.
No, but I can tell you, it's got some weight. He's going in the weeds now.
Well, let's hope you get it in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
Oh.
fish. From this distance, I can see a big, bright silver slab.
Oh. Oh, yeah,
That's a nice fish. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We got him.
All right. Well done, Brian. You go ahead there. I'll let you take him out. Wow.
That's a nice fish, Colin.
Hook popped out.
Oh, look at that. This is a pork.
Yeah, look at, oh,
Look at this stuff.
Oh,
Back here.
he's ready to go already.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's a
Beautiful
chunky fish.
Nice. Listen, Brian, thank you. I really appreciated everything you taught me today about how to approach a new lake, how to break it down, the type of equipment we should be using, the patterns, and again, based on the time of year. I mean, this is a real nice, logical approach to any new lake for anybody that's going to fish throughout North America, particularly for trout.
You
How
bet.
to approach a lake.
Yep.
From all of us here at the New Fly Fisher, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Tom Rosenbauer. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this and you want to see more, subscribe and you can get all our weekly uploads.